I know I'm the one who ruined everything. I know I made the mistake that cost me everything. She and I had something beautiful, something I never thought I'd lose. She was my best friend, my love, my everything. We were together for 10 years, 2 dating and 8 married. And I threw it all away with one stupid mistake. One night. It was just one night. It meant nothing. Absolutely nothing. But it was enough to destroy us. I regret it every single day. To this day, I don't even know how she found out. Maybe she saw something on my phone. I'll never know because she never gave me the chance to explain. She just left. I came home that day, and the house felt different. Empty. Her things were gone. I remember standing there in the middle of the living room and feeling like the ground disappeared under me. I couldn't think straight. I called her over and over, but her phone didn't even ring. Then I saw it. A stack of divorce papers on the table. On top, there was a small note. "This is what you do with cheaters." That was it. That was the last thing I ever heard from her. 2 years ago. Since then, I've been living in constant regret. I tried reaching out to her lawyer, asking for a chance to talk, to explain, to tell her how sorry I am. But he made it clear. She didn't want to see me, didn't want to hear from me, nothing. I fought. I begged for couples therapy. But she refused. I refused to sign those divorce papers for as long as I could because I couldn't accept that our 10 years together could end like that. But eventually, the divorce was finalized. Since then, I've been a shell of myself. I stopped eating properly, couldn't sleep, and would sit awake at night thinking of her. People say, "Move on." But how do you move on from the love of your life? How do you move on when she's the first and last thing on your mind every single day? I started therapy, but all my therapist talks about is moving on, meeting new people. I don't want anyone else. I only want her. And then, a few days ago, I found out something that broke me all over again. I was sitting with a friend, Nick, and as usual, I ended up talking about her. And he said something that hit me like a brick. "You should move on. She's over you and living her life." I couldn't hold back. I asked him what he knew, and after a long time, he finally told me, "She moved to Norway. She got married. She's 7 months pregnant." Hearing that, I can't even explain what I felt. It was like being punched straight through the heart. I sat there thinking, how can she move on like that? While I've been here struggling, thinking about her every day, she's out there building a new life, starting a family. We tried for years to have a baby, years of heartbreak and hoping, and now she's expecting someone else's child. I can't stop asking myself, how? When? Why? I still can't believe it. I can't accept it. And then, frustration took over. Not at her, at Nick and his wife, Sabrina. They knew. They watched me struggling all these years, and they said nothing. What kind of friends are those? They saw me fall apart, and still chose to stay quiet. I would have never done that to them. After that, I couldn't let it go. I kept thinking about it. I needed to know more. I searched through everything I could, and finally I found some photos online. There she was, my wife, in a white wedding dress, smiling next to some tall blonde guy. I felt like someone took the air out of my lungs. A year ago she married him. How could she? And in other pictures, she looked happy? Or maybe she was pretending? I don't know. I can't know. And this man? He's nothing special. An engineer like me into heavy metal. The same music she loved. Maybe that's how they connected. I don't know. But I can't stop thinking about it. I keep wondering, how could she love me for 10 years and then move on so fast? How could I mean so little to her? Was I that easy to forget? And I know what people are thinking. You cheated. What did you expect? But I loved her. I love her still. Yes, I made a terrible mistake. The worst mistake of my life. But doesn't 10 years of love deserve a second chance? I wake up every day, and the first thing I think about is her. I go to sleep at night, and she's in my dreams. And now she's having another man's child. I can't explain how much that hurts. I know people will judge me. They already do. But this is my truth. I'm not asking anyone to excuse what I did. I'm not asking anyone to say I'm right. I'm just a man who's heartbroken. A man who's still in love with his wife, even if she's no longer mine. I don't know how to live with this feeling. I don't know how to move on. And I don't know if I ever will.